Every week, someone asks me the same question in the shop. Which new Honda should I actually buy? And which one should I walk past on the lot? I've had almost every model in this current lineup on my bench at some point. The ones that never come back for anything serious. And the ones I've already started seeing twice. I'm Dave, 20 years working on Hondas. And today I'm giving you a straight answer. The best Honda you can buy right now. And the one I'd steer you away from. Let's get into it. Let's start with what's actually working. Number 1 on the best list, the Civic. Independent reliability data has it scoring in the excellent range for the current generation. Near perfect marks across almost every trouble spot tracked. Electrical accessories being the only soft spot, and that's a minor complaint about touchscreen quirks, not anything mechanical. On my own lift, it's exactly what the data says. Clean internals at high mileage. Simple systems that don't surprise you. If you want the Honda least likely to ever land you in my shop for anything but scheduled maintenance, it's the Civic. Right behind it, the CR-V. Current generation CR-Vs are scoring excellent in independent reliability testing too. And I'll tell you why that tracks with what I see. It's Honda's most sorted platform. The 4-cylinder is proven. The hybrid variant adds real efficiency without adding real complexity, and Honda's ironed out most of the early hybrid teething problems from prior generations. If you need the space a Civic doesn't give you, the CR-V is the one to buy new right now without hesitation. Third on the best list, and I'll be honest, this one's a little personal. The Accord. I've made whole videos about high mileage Accords for a reason. The engines and the current CVT. Once you're past the earlier generation's early shutter issues Honda actually fixed, hold up better than almost anything else in this class at real mileage. It's not flashy and reliability data doesn't always headline it the way the Civic does. But on my own bench, it's the car I've personally seen cross 300,000 and 400,000 miles the most often of anything Honda builds. Now the one you should think twice about, the Prologue. I want to be direct about this one because it's not a small complaint, it's a real pattern. Owners have reported the vehicle shifting into neutral unexpectedly while driving. That's not a comfort issue. That's a safety issue. And it's serious enough that there's an active class action lawsuit over defective front drive axles on Prologue models from this generation. On top of that, there are recurring complaints about the high voltage climate system throwing service messages and cycling unpredictably. This is a GM-built platform wearing a Honda badge, and it's showing GM's early EV reliability growing pains, not Honda's typical build quality. If you want a Honda EV specifically, I'd wait a generation or two before this one earns the badge it's wearing. One more worth a caution, not on this year's new lineup, but still very much something people are buying right now, the used HR-V from 2019 through 2021. That generation had a well-documented CVT failure pattern. Thousands of owners affected. Repair bills routinely running past $6,000 on a transmission that shouldn't be failing that early. The good news, if you're looking at a current HR-V, 2023 or newer, Honda revised that transmission, and the failure pattern hasn't shown up in this generation the same way. The complaint you'll hear about the new one is that it feels underpowered, and that's fair. The CVT amplifies engine noise under acceleration in a way that makes a modest 4-cylinder feel like it's working harder than it should. Annoying, not expensive. Just know which generation you're looking at before you buy. Here's the actual bottom line. If you want the safest bet in the entire current lineup, it's the Civic near-perfect reliability data, and it matches everything I see at the shop. If you need room, the CR-V gets you there with almost the same track record. If you're buying for the long haul past 200,000 and toward 300,000, the Accord is still the one I'd put my own money on. And the Prologue, right now, in this generation, is the one Honda I'd actually tell you to wait on. The issues aren't rumors, they're documented. And I've had enough conversations with frustrated owners to take it seriously. The Honda Longevity Blueprint has the maintenance side of this covered once you've picked the right one. Links in the description. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.